All right, guys, so here's the solar car parts that we were talking about in class today. This is a battery holder, the switch, the motor, obviously the solar panel, and you're going to need two pieces of wire. If you don't have them, cut them off the spool. I mentioned that on the battery holder, there's little tabs on the end here. So you're going to want to get your fingernail underneath there and just kind of bend those up, something like that, so that they stick out sort of like this. And then we could probably start with that battery holder. Just take your spare wires here. You can loop that on here. And then, by the way, I'm not actually going to solder any of this in the video. You guys know how to solder. I'm just going to show you the connections in case you're a little unsure, so you know what you're doing. Inside the battery holder, it's marked as positive and negative, and that's important. The negative has the spring side to it. So we're going to take the positive side of the battery holder. We're going to run that to either the left or the right side tab on our switch. Again, like I told you in class today, it doesn't really matter which one you run where. So we're going to take this, loop that through there, and solder that on there. What's important is that the motor runs off of the center, and you can see I stripped all these wires ahead of time. You're going to have to strip them using your wire strippers for yourself. This motor wire is really fine and thin for some reason. It's a little bit tricky to strip that one, but that one's going to go to the center. And then we're going to take the positive of the solar panel and we're going to run that to the other side of the switch. So all of the positives, this is tricky to get through here. Let's see if we can get that in there again. There we go. So what we're looking at here is that all three of the positives are going to the switch. The positive from the battery, the positive from the solar panel, and the positive from the motor in the middle. And that should leave you with your three negatives from the battery, from the motor, and from the solar panel. So you're just going to take all of the negatives, and I think the easiest way to solder these things is to just twist them all together. So just take your ends of your negatives, twist them all together, and then just solder all of that. And then this is your solar panel circuit right here. When it's flipped to this side that has the battery on it, it's going to run off the battery. When you flip the switch to the other side, it's going to run off the solar panel. You want to check and make sure it runs off the solar panel. So you want to peel this little coating off of here. Find an incandescent bulb in your house, not a fluorescent bulb. Hold this up to it fairly close, and the motor should kick on. You can also test it from the battery if you want. Just get a AA and put it in there and make sure it works from that. But if the primary thing is that it works from your solar panel. Okay, and we'll take a look at the beginning of building the chassis to the car in the next video.